Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
Part 2. For the past couple of weeks it has actually been the most effective number of weeks as far I can keep in mind. I recognized the discomfort I caused her as well as just how she needed somebody to take notice of her as well as confide in since I was missing. She claims she is wrong for lying to me on and off regarding talking to him. I really wish I might trust her once more. That is what injures the most. Before all this, Kim was the best partner. I couldn't and still could not picture life without her. She told me part of the reason that she spoke to him is that in case we didn't exercise, she wouldn't be alone. I informed her again that the method she kept speaking with him, it would just hurt us even more and also she would build more to Chris. I tell her the water expands wherever you water it. Taking time to spend with him and also not confiding in me is killing the partnership. We are on excellent terms currently, but the count on is not there. I understand it's going to take a long time, yet this woman is everything to me. She is a good woman that got caught up in an emotional event since I was an alcoholic and a negative partner. I understand we both have some fault in this. We are servicing this. Again, I simply wish tomorrow I could wake up and have no fret about her and Chris. Whenever I would certainly bring him up, she brings up my drinking, most likely like it's even Stevens. Perhaps it is, however I tell her I quit existing as well as hiding my drinking. You haven't quit speaking with him, before this previous month. Not a day goes by that I are sorry for being a bad spouse to her. Not a day goes by where I do not obtain steamed regarding what she did to me. I desire all of this never taken place, but we are both willing to place in job to surpass this. I'm sure I overlooked some crap, yet this is long enough. I do consume a little with her on weekends that she is extremely comfortable with. I no more have that urge to obtain lost as I remind myself exactly how I wrecked everything. Many thanks for reading. Right here are the most effective comments, advices that I gathered for this fantastic tale. You both have to make concrete promises to every other. You will certainly totally stop consuming alcohol. No justifications. She will entirely cut off contact with Chris. No reasons. You both have severe props that you are leaning on when things go awry. That requires to finish. You both require to start leaning on each other entirely and interact more. Chris is not a good friend to the marriage, he is an obstacle that she confesses to maintaining around just in case. A backup individual cannot exist in your marital relationship as her focus isn't totally on reconciliation. She admits that she doesn't know if you will certainly last together. It can only be one means, you or Chris, and also if she proceeds calling him you have your response. Do not keep offering her a reason to keep him around and steer clear of from alcohol. I do not know which is even worse right here. Alcohol addiction is terrible and also a partner regularly can only really hope and wait for the addicted one to get help. Instead of a demand, she picked an additional guy over you. Oops. Rather than treating your dependency, you selected an additional beverage over her. Ouch. I don't see a lot of wish for your relationship unless both of you quit and also separately obtain counseling. Please do not add her dishonesty to your listing of why you must drink. You show up to still be alcohol consumption, albeit only on the weekend. I actually do not think you two can fix this without some outside help to independently understand why you yourself or her herself acted a certain method. Possibly for you it's conferences, maybe for her it's specific counseling. After that maybe for both of you it's MIC after you both obtain self-understanding. Your alcohol consumption did not make her cheat. Your alcohol consumption made you a lacking spouse and placed her in a situation where she had to choose. She picked to rip off. Quit drinking completely. Not even a little on the weekends. You went complete-fledged alcoholic. By drinking also a little you are running the risk of a relapse. Your previous alcohol consumption is her justification for her dishonesty. You have apologized for it. The number of times have you asked forgiveness? Quit apologizing for it. Demonstrate how sorry you are by not enabling it once more. Factor above, stop consuming absolutely. I'm not too sure she is in fact alright with you drinking on the weekend breaks. She may be, but just as a way to maintain using it against you. You keep consuming so she can keep speaking to Chris. I recognize it doesn't make much sense, but in some cases individuals are not rational. She states you consuming a little is okay. Deep down, possibly subconsciously, she is pissed you are still doing it. She hates it. She really feels much better regarding it by speaking with Chris. It's a cycle. She hasn't really taken duty for her actions. She blames you and also your drinking, wherefore she did. That's not good. No accountability on her end. You can't regulate her. I understand you're paranoid currently, however, stop sleuthing. It makes you look weak to her. Beginning leading your connection. Quit drinking. Quit allowing her responsible you for her options. Inform her she can't continue to chat with him after an emotional event as well as invest in your marital relationship at the same time. If she continues, then you need to make a choice. Stay with her while she takes part in an emotional affair as well as drive on your own crazy with envy and stress? Various other alternative is to reduce her shed and suffer some short-term pain over the loss of a marriage but obtain your peace of mind back and also not have to stress over her event. Honestly, you two require some major marriage therapy and specific therapy. It appears you two remain in a descending spiral as well as it's not going to get far better by itself. You nonetheless can begin servicing being a far better guy as well as other half. If she doesn't do the same, then proceed without her. Good luck, op. Read this a million times, op. You are an alcoholic. There's no such thing as liable drinking when you're an alcoholic. Quit drinking. Even if your other half assumes she's okay with you consuming alcohol occasionally, this most likely causes her insecurities, fears, distrust in you. You can't regulate what she makes with that instability and wonder about, and like this person stated, she made that selection to cheat. You guys do require counseling. You harmed her, she hurt you, you injured her once again, she hurt you again, and so on. It's a vicious cycle that will never ever quit if you don't reconstruct that depend on. You broke her depend on by alcohol consumption, she broke your trust by disloyalty. You will not have the ability to rebuild that depend on without an impartial third party training you just how to take care of your emotions as well as dispute in a healthy way. Neither of you are blameless. It will certainly be difficult for both of you, however, if you both actually intend to make it function, you can come out stronger with each other on the other side. Best of good luck to both of you, op. Good on you for stopping. Are you being aided with a pair therapist? You both require to spend a lot more in the partnership now. Plan dates, journeys, means of reconnecting. But if you still see Chris on her phone, it's not going to occur. She requires to send Chris a no-call message with you offer. She requires to write to him that she will certainly focus on you. I check out when that regarding an alcoholic is worried one drink is way too many as well as 1,000 is not nearly enough. Any type of alcohol for you is the start of a downward spiral. Do yourself a favor as well as quit drinking completely. Yes, I understand you say you can control it, but genuinely you cannot. If you do not stop consuming alcohol, it will certainly ruin you. Your partner will certainly always use your drinking to excuse her affair, as well as indeed it is an affair, if she isn't entirely cut off from Chris after that she's preceding the event. And she will continue to use your alcoholism as an excuse up until you quit consuming. A little at the weekend break really promptly looks to a little decline at the end of a difficult day. Stop drinking. Not stop consuming tomorrow, or a little later, quit drinking currently. Both of you require some IC and marital therapy, and be sincere to every various other. No gaslighting, no evasion, be honest. You about your alcohol consumption and your other half regarding her affair with Chris. Just because it is by means of phone, message and email, it is still an event that takes her interest far from your connection as a couple. I truthfully do not know if the damage you have both done to each various other will ever before recover. Nevertheless, until you both are absolutely sincere concerning your relationship and also what you both want from it, then I can tell you that the fracture of your connection will be so negative it will certainly never ever coincide once more. Thanks for viewing. Let me know what you believe in the comments listed below. Keep in mind to subscribe and also hit the notification